Good afternoon. It's Saturday. Denise is off. We're at Gosforth Racecourse, where Denise is getting her booster. I've got mine tomorrow. What we do? So yeah, so quite a queue to get in here. I don't know why. Well, there's two things on. There's this, and there's a thing called Winter Wonderland, whatever that is. So there's massive queues. Yeah. What's been happening? Not masses. I went for a chest x-ray the other day. That's the main thing. Now, I was quite surprised, probably because it's all digital now, but I got the results back pretty much within 2 days or something like that, so 2 or 3 days. No scarring on my lungs, on my lungs, which is really good. I'm pleased about that. I was expecting there to be. For some reason, I just assumed that whenever you had pneumonia, you always got scarring on your lungs, but obviously you don't. I just thought you did. So no, there's no scarring, but I still have inflammation of the lungs, which explains why even now, 6 weeks or whatever after getting home, which doesn't feel like it, but apparently it is. I was shocked when Denise told us. I'm still puffing and panting at the slightest thing. I know, TMI. But went to the loo last night. I was in bed watching TV. Went to the loo. Came back. I was like, God. The slightest thing, and I'm puffing and panting and like gasping for air. Now at the moment, we're doing decluttering. Gradually, we're decluttering the house. We're working our way through the bedroom at the moment. Denise has decluttered the bathroom and the cupboard in the bathroom and everything, so that's good. But we're doing the bedroom at the moment, and I can only do a bit. Then I'm having to stop for 5 minutes just to like give me heart a chance to slow down and catch my breath. So it's taking me longer than probably what it should do. Trying to think what else. Had blood tests done to see if there's any results that way to do with the COVID. They wanted to check for anemia and stuff like that. Everything's come back clear. Even my folic acid, which I was low on before I even had COVID, that's normal now. But I'm only slightly low on vitamin D, but that could be because of time of year and the northeast. Oh my God. So you're distracted by that car, one of my all-time favourite cars. Yeah, low in vitamin D, but that could be because it's coming up to winter, and in the northeast, yeah, not a great deal of sun anyway. The best of times. So yeah, so that's pretty much it where that's concerned. So things where COVID's concerned, things are getting better, but it's taking its time. Even though I said I wasn't going to do it, I still made the mistake of like I had a couple of 2 or 3 okay days, and I thought, yes, great, getting better, maybe I'll get back to work. Yeah. Oh no. Then I had to go for x-rays, the chest x-rays, because I'm still not happy about driving. Had to get a taxi there. And the taxi drops you off at the doors. And it's only a very short walk to the escalators to go upstairs. I just reached the escalators and I was already feeling my blood pressure dropping. That's another thing they're checking for you. So, but then after the escalators, silly enough, I don't know what, there's escalators, then to the next floor it's a flight of stairs. It's a hospital. You would have thought they would have had like another set of escalators. No. Or you've got to walk all the way back and get a lift to walk all the way back to where you were. It's a completely stupid flipping layout. But anyway, so yeah, then you've got to walk all the way along this floor. Then Newcastle RVI is not a small hospital by any stretch. But to the normal person, it's probably like, yeah, it's fine, But to somebody who gets out of breath really easy and everything, it's no good. Like, I really had to focus. It was like tunnel vision on the X-ray department. I could see it at the end, and I was just like focusing on that, so that trying to ignore the blood pressure dropping, because it's like a physical feeling. I can literally feel it draining out of my legs. So it's obviously gone through my body by then, and I can feel it just dropping. And that's when my legs just go like I did in Morrison's, and I collapsed. Yeah, so I've got to go on Thursday to the doctor's. Got an early appointment in the morning to do a lie stand test, where they do your blood pressure when you're lying down, then they get you to stand up for a short while, take your blood pressure that way to try and figure out what's happening. I've said the doctor said it doesn't quite work like that. It's like sometimes it might take longer than that for it to happen, or I've got to be walking, or I've got to be doing whatever. He says, according to him, he says, don't worry, there's things that we can see doing these tests which will be able to indicate it. So I'm going to do that on Thursday. Then the other thing, see, even just talking like this, and the other thing, which was put on the back burner because I obviously got COVID, they were busy looking into it, was something I've got wrong with my neck, which a lot of you know I've already got problems with my back, prolapse discs and things like that, hence why quite a bit of the time I'm in quite a bit of pain. But I've also got like prolapse discs apparently in my neck, or either one or two, I don't know, which play up now and then. But what's started happening recently is that especially mainly when I'm lying in bed at night or whatever, and I've tried changing my pillow position and all sorts, I'd say sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I'm getting like severe pins and needles down the whole side of my face, my ear. My ear's actually not too bad now. I had actually made it bleed quite a bit from scratching and rubbing and things like that, trying to stop this itching. But it was my ear, my face, my ear, right around, so like black sort of quarter of my head there, and right around my neck. So it's like pretty much all this area. It's just like severe pins and needles. Oh my god, feels like I just want to rive the side of my face off and all sorts. So it could be like nerve damage or nerve trapped or something like that, but I need to try and get the bottom of it. It's not even like just a little minor itch. It's like severe to the point where it's nearly painful, pins and needles. But yeah, got them things going on at the moment. The doctor has put us on the sick for another month. because he was saying, oh, what do you do for work? And I told him what it involved. He says, right, he says, no, he says, here, so I thought I was Denise. He said, here's another, right, I'm sending you a sick note for another month. He says, do you just want a month? He says, honestly, he says, I think you need a minimum a month. He says, because you got COVID quite bad. You still got obviously these problems and things like that. He says an absolute minimum of a month. He says might take longer than that, but so yeah, so got another month off. So that's the score at the moment, and Georgia's just busy, like hard at work. So she's not knowing herself having a decent pay. A lot more much she was getting when she was like part-time at a hairdresser's or an apprenticeship or whatever. She, don't know what that noise is, like a hissing noise. I think it's the car. So anyway, yeah, so she's loving all this money, and like especially now that it's coming up to Christmas. So don't know if I mentioned, Georgia got a tattoo, a very first tattoo. She's got a similar one to me with the semicolon project, but she's got like a little cat head in the middle, the outline of a cat head. So it looks quite nice. It's quite sort of girly. So she got that. I can't remember if I mentioned that in a previous video. I might have even put it in. I can't remember. But she's booked in for another one, which is a bigger one. Oh, looks like it's going to be a whole forearm thing, which is a lovely design. It is a lovely design. But she, yes, it's going to take a while. But if she gets the same woman that done a wrist one, she's a really good tattooist. And yeah, I think she'll just whistle through it. So, well, anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much it. We survived the storms the other day. No damage where in our garden, just where chairs were thrown about and things like that, you know, just stuff all over the garden. But we're fencing, we're shed and everything survived. We're decking, and the cars weren't hit by wheelie bins or anything like that. So yeah, we got off lucky, thankfully. A lot of people didn't. Anyway, so I'll get going. I'll catch you a little bit later on. It's Sunday at the Bosky.
Hello.
Soaking, yeah, we've just been to the local garden centre place. We've got a nice wreath, which was what we're wanting for the front door. So I got one from there last year. It was really nice. And it's a bit chilly. Denise has complained that toes are cold. I've just been for me, well, I'll tell you, obviously you already know, okay, this side, you already know Denise got a booster yesterday, a COVID booster, and you've got a sore arm, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And I went for mine this morning. The woman told Denise yesterday that, make sure it tells him, like, he's just literally come off blood thinners. You know, so, okay, so I told her, and she looked at us like I was speaking Swahili or something, just like staring blankly into us. So, wow, just so you better know, you know. Then she went through all the questions and everything. have I recently had COVID and everything, and yada yada yada. And then she goes, so have you been taking any blood thinners? No. Just literally told you I've been taking blood thinners. So yeah, anyway, I got that, and I also got my flu jab. Great, yay!
Well done.
Well done. Denise hasn't had her flu jab yet.
No. Get this one over with first then.
You can get them both. I got them both together. Yeah, so we're just on our way to Morrison's yet again. We seem to live there at the moment. Don't know what this fascination is with Morrison's. It seems to be the shop we'll go to for everything now. Gonna go get something to eat in there before. I think we need to do shopping, don't we?
Is it the best?
Yeah, do some shopping. Then go
Cup of tea.
back home, cup of tea. Don't need to collect the Sunday dinners this week. Denise is making Sunday dinner, whatever we're having.
It's gonna make like a beef stew with a mashed potato. Slight change.
Beef stew,
Yeah.
not an Irish stew. Like Irish stew in the name of the law. It's a dad joke. Beef stew sounds nice. Mashed potato, yeah.
Georgia's choice.
Georgia's choice. Oh, it's a good choice. Just kicking off because we had tagliatelle last night. She didn't. She had salmon. You can have tagliatelle every Saturday. Well, my chair's gone. Oh no, there it is. So I got a geocache, but I think it went missing. Yeah, so absolutely rubbish weather at the moment.
Soaked.
Yeah. Well, why didn't you use the umbrella?
So you didn't want them to do.
Just bought an umbrella. Was you not going to open it up? Oh, it's too windy. So it's soaked. Yeah, it's rubbish weather.
It's stuff all night. All day, really? Is it?
No, well, it started last night and watching Dancing on Ice, I think it was.
No, strictly.
That's what I said. Yeah. Strictly Dancing on Ice. Yeah, and it's just been pounding off the windows all night, and so even Costa got unceremoniously thrown out by Denise this morning. You stood at the door, so she opened the cat flap for him because he's a lazy little so-and-so. And she sort of pushed him out. He was back in within 2 minutes. Did what he had to do, then came back. But yeah, not much going on.
Put the trio.
Yeah, that's a speed bump. Nearly missed that. Nearly hit it, sorry. Forgot there's a speed bump in the middle of the road. Yeah, put the tree up last night, decorations. Haven't shown you yet because it's not quite finished, I don't think. Still need a few things. And somebody stood on some. You heard us crash. Doing the train, just step back onto loads of decorations.
At least they weren't my good ones.
No.
I would have been upset if it was them.
The Manchester ones. No, not that, thankfully. If it was the Manchester ones, she would have been getting sent down to Manchester to get some more.
Hey, I don't mind.
I would have been asking Kelly to send some more. Yeah. So, anyway, we'll get going for now. Not far away from Morrison's, so. Right. There's a fancy trolley I'm using. Ooh, it's a big shop. It's a big shop, this one. Well, hopefully I'll get this done before the washing machine goes into spin. I'm getting loads of problems with Android at the moment. Apps shutting themselves down, not responding and things like that since the last update. How's everybody doing? I do apologise for not finishing. There's another Facebook close app. I do apologise for not finishing the clips the other day. we forgot because me and Denise were rushing around all over the place. We ended up going shopping and forgot to video the rest. Then yesterday we went to the Metro Centre, local shopping centre with Georgia. She pushed us around in a wheelchair. And I forgot my phone at home. Isn't that typical? Oh, I was gutted. But yeah. Bad night's sleep last night. I had a late night because I was watching some interviews on TV with Carl Pilkington, things like that. Then I ended up watching a documentary about a murderer from up this way 11 years ago. Then I couldn't get to sleep. Denise was snoring that bad. I came down the city, couldn't settle, so I ended up going. It was about 6 o'clock or something when I went to bed and actually got to sleep. But so that meant I didn't actually wake up until 2 o'clock. My phone was bleeping away. I think Georgia tried ringing us, and I was just that cozy in bed and that settled. I just ignored everything. So, and I was late having me meds and everything. So, yeah. So it's 25 to 6 now. Denise is on her way home. By the looks of it, probably stuck in traffic, or she got away late, one of the two. Just done all the dishes, put washing in, done a couple of loads of washing, emptied the bins, put the recycling out, all that sort of thing. So kettle's on, kettle's being boiled, so it's ready for Denise getting home so she can have a nice cup of tea. Yeah, that's it. And Georgia's on night shift today, so we'll be speaking to her a bit later on. I'm just sitting here, nice and cozy. Christmas tree, yeah, Christmas tree on there. So it's nice and cozy. There is other lights, but I haven't put them on yet. Yeah. Don't know if there's anything else to report. I think everything's going good. Denise's dad yesterday, I spoke to him. He had a really good day. He'd had a couple of bad days before that, but yesterday he had a really good day apparently, which is good. He sounded much better on the phone when I spoke to him. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else to report. No, I think that's it. My sick note came through in the post, so I need to get that off to work. But I get Denise to take us down and drop it off or whatever. But yeah, I'll sign off for now rather than just waffle on about nothing. I know you're used to that anyway with me, and so. But you know, take care, everybody. Look after yourselves. Stay safe, and yeah, I'll speak to you all very soon.